Goodson, the Fitzroy Stars. It's Paul Ironman Robinson. Mark the hammer tonight. Paul Robinson goes up against the mighty one, Mita Aparo. It's time to get a little freaky. It's time to rock the showroom as we step up to the heavyweight. From Sydney, a quiet, brooding fighter. Look at this, stamp himself on the K1 Oceania. It's the mighty one, Mita Aparo. Mark the hammer, Mita Aparo making a long-awaited return to the ring. We haven't seen him since he fought Goran Atlagic 3 years ago.
Well, Mita Aparo not been real active, but we've been told to keep a close eye on him here tonight. And he's making his debut on the K1 circuit. Let's see what he has to offer.
We step up to the K1 division. We've got the heavyweights in the ring under K1 rules. This one scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Firstly, out of the blue corner, trained at the Fitzroy Stars by Dana the Trainer Goodson. His last 2 fights, he has been inside the ring with Nathan Briggs and Gurkan Ozcan. Weighing in at an even 95 kilos from Melbourne, the Iron Man, Paul Robinson. In the blue corner, hailing from Sydney, tonight weighing in at 103.9 kilos, a warm Victorian welcome for the mighty Mita Aparo. Third man inside the ring when the action starts, Mr. Graham Waddell.
Well, all is in readiness for our first fight tonight under K1 rules. The heavyweights, folks. In the red corner, making a return to the ring after a 3-year absence, the mighty one, Mita Aparo, trained by Happy Negrana. And out of the blue corner, the Iron Man, Paul Robinson, from the stables of Dana the Trainer Goodson. Third man in centre ring will be referee Graham Waddell.
Take points off his touched up to start the first round, the final round. Good luck.
Should be an interesting contest, this one. Paul Robinson really looking to make his mark on the K1 scene. Following a first-round knockout loss against Gurkan Ozcan, and then went the distance up in Queensland against the nasty one, Nathan Briggs. And Mita Aparo, as I said, after a 3-year layoff, last time we saw him in Sydney was up against Goran Atlagic. So it'll be interesting to see how Mita goes here tonight.
Well, Mita always been a tough customer. He's looking like he's ready for business here tonight too.
Mita Aparo weighing in about 8 kilograms more than Paul Robinson. But of course in the heavyweights, sometimes size does count and sometimes it doesn't. The big guy doesn't always beat the small guy. The smart guy doesn't always beat the slow guy. The big slow guy doesn't always beat the small smart guy. And here they go, trading leather early on in the first round. You can bet that a lot of leather will be thrown between these two men. Not big kickers, either of them. Mostly relying on their hands. And we've got 103 kilos of muscle throwing behind that right hand of Mita Aparo. Well, I'll tell you what, I wouldn't want to be in centering with him, Hammer.
I'll tell you what, Paul Robinson is showing a bit of heart. He's pushing forward. He got a barrage of punches on him, and he's still coming up forward there on Mita. Mita now with the knees. Of course, K1 rules allow knees.
Exactly, you'll see the knees starting to work now. No elbows, of course, in K1 rules, but knees are permitted to the head and the body. A big straight right hand from Mita Aparo. Paul Robinson found the canvas.
Well, that one certainly took Robinson right off his feet. He's going to get a count for that one. It's a
Robinson
3 knockdown rule, so Robinson has got 2 knockdowns to go.
A cut opened up above the right eyebrow of Paul Robinson. The Iron Man has been cut here in the first round. Another knee to the midsection from the mighty one, Mita Aparo.
I think what Mita's doing is he's grappling, and then off the break he's letting that right hand go. You just have a look at him, he knees, and then he steps back and gets ready to let the right hand go.
Just smacked the taste out of his mouth with that left hand, did Paul Robinson.
Robinson wants to be hanging on now, working those knees. He can work the knees to the legs too. These fighters opting to go to the midsection, but of course you can knee to the thigh. Inside and outside thighs, very effective.
Ooh, big step up hook there from Paul Robinson. Inside leg kick there from Robinson, swept out the legs. Mita Aparo just a slip, says referee Graham Waddell. Robinson going for the inside leg again. 1 minute 50 down here in the first round of action. Good clubbing, left hook, right uppercut there from Mita Aparo.
Once again, Mita going knees, and then he'll step back and use his hands. You'll see.
Those knees to the breadbasket of Mita Aparo are something else. They'll take the starch right out of Paul Robinson, that's for sure. They tie up over in the blue corner.
Steps right back.
This one's scheduled for 3x3 under K1 rules. 2 minutes 20 down in the first round of action, folks. Hope you're enjoying it right around the country wherever you're joining us. Remember, for all the latest K1 news, to check out International Kickboxer magazine.
Oh, gutsy effort here from Paul Robinson. He got rattled early. Solid shot from Mita Aparo, but he's coming back well, Paul Robinson now, showing a lot of heart.
Robinson just forcing him back into the red corner. Mita turns it around, slugging away with the right hand to the jaw again. Knees to the midsection there from Paul Robinson, just a half-hearted one to the breadbasket. Graham Waddell breaks them both up. This fight brought to you by Crazy John Mobile Phones.
Mita opened up very well, but he seems to be tiring at a bit of a quick rate now. He still wants to stand back, breathe it up.
End of the first round, Hammer, and Mita Aparo walking back to his corner, sucking in the air. How do you see it so far?
Well, it was obviously Mita's round, that one, with the count put on Paul Robinson. But Paul Robinson, he's come back strong. He surprised me. He's come back and done a nice, tidy job there. Mita Aparo started probably the first half of that round looking like he was going to go on with it, but then he tired. And I think the break in between rounds here will do him the world of good, and he'll probably open up very strongly again at the start of the second round. That's where Splash by Water. You could use a bit of a shower, Michael, I've been told.
Use his energy up, all right? Water. What you got to do, bro? Water. More chest. Water.
Once again, you see Paul Robinson just bustling in. Mita just trying to give himself a bit of room to let that right hand go. But Robinson, clever tactics, just keep coming in forward. There's it was actually a left hand, tidy left hand that dropped Robinson. You see him once again against the ropes. Mita pushing him back to give himself a bit of room to execute those long-range punches. There's a short left, right, and Robinson really just trying to get in and negate that gap. But Robinson just getting caught, unfortunately. Guard a little open, and that's all it takes.
Well, last minute instructions in the corner of mighty Mita Aparo from Happy Negarinoa. Likewise from Dana Goodson in the corner of Paul Robinson. We're ready to roll in the second round of action. This one's scheduled for 3. The horde of photographers at the front of screen just ready themselves again.
Down.
This one under K1 rules.
Round 2.
Big cheerio to all of our Fox Sports fans right around the country. Mick Manzaris, all of them at Pinewood Gym. Hope you're enjoying the show, boys.
John Rogowski down there at Pinewood as well. Quality gym.
A little bit more of a tentative start here by both men in the second round. Paul Robinson, that very sideward stance, assuming the southpaw stance, right foot forward. Inside leg kick there from Robinson, sticks out the front kick to the jaw.
Nice front kick there from Robinson. Tell you what, as this fight goes on, he's looking a little stronger, but Mita wants to get out of range and use his reach a bit more.
Paul Robinson in the heavyweight division really will be disadvantaged by his lack of reach.
He really has to fight a lot harder, I suppose, and work a lot harder to overcome these big opponents. Robinson, nevertheless, a lot of heart shown from him.
Stay with us, folks, because coming up very soon, the fight you've been waiting for, the main event, the Supreme Fighting Machine, Gurkhan Ozcan against the Chief Peter Graham. One of them will qualify for the K1 Oceania tournament to be held next February at the Vodafone Arena. At the moment, it's Paul Robinson and Mita Aparo tying it up in the blue corner. Referee Graham Waddell separates both men. 1 minute 15 down in the second round of action. Both men sucking in the air, looking a little bit tired here in the second round. A clash of fists over against the ropes. They tie up now, knees to the breadbasket from Paul Robinson. Don't forget, Robinson's already had one knockdown. One more knockdown and the fight will be over for him, Hammer.
Has he had his third? That's the 3 knockdown rule, obviously?
I thought it was 2 knockdown rule in K1, actually.
Fight out. Right.
We'll have to wait and see.
Mita Aparo looking to have a little bit of a mouse under the left eye. Kicks in the right hand underneath the jaw of Paul Robinson. They tie up over in the neutral corner. Graham Waddell keeping a close eye on proceedings. 2 minutes 5 down here in the second round. Plenty of leather being thrown, as we said, not many kicks in it. Plenty of instruction being yelled from trainer Dana Goodson in the blue corner. Step up right cross there from Paul Robinson. This one has slowed down markedly in the second round. To suddenly, Mita Aparo comes right to the jaw. He might be on rubber leg street now. Aparo wore a good one to the jaw, just a real shaking around of the teeth. Paul Robinson walks into a clubbing right hand. Robinson forces him back now.
Well, both fighters tied it up. Graham Waddell really has to keep it clean and break him a bit more.
We've actually got the ruling there, Hammer, on the K1 rules. We might just go through that.
Yeah, and it does state you are correct. If a fighter is knocked down twice in a round, in a preliminary bout, or 3 times in a round in a final fight, it is a knockout. So we're both right, in fact.
We're both right, in fact. So twice in a round you're gone. 3 times in the final round of the K1 you're gone as well.
I'm thinking you were making me look stupid again, Michael. No.
I couldn't do that if I tried, could I, Hammer? There's the end of the second round. Paul Robinson, Mita Aparo. Mita Aparo copped a bit of punishment over in the white corner.
Well, it is really a seesawing event. With Paul Robinson really pulling it back in that round.
Body, then 2. How do you feel?
Ladies and gentlemen, I just had...
Once again, you see Paul Robinson stalking forward. Mita Aparo just, I think the tiredness has probably taken the sting out of his technique, and his hands are looking a little bit wayward, but this is where Paul Robinson has the strength. Have a look at him just barreling in with those short punches. Those short left and right just keep coming, and he's all over him like a cheap suit. And Mita Aparo, a little bit of bother there in that neutral corner in that round.
All right, you hear that? Okay. You want an extra 1,000, bro? Go out there and work for it. Breathing. All right. That's incentive, baby. All right. Come on. Right. Water.
Just reiterating, $1,000 bonus from the wallet of Mr. Tarek Solak for a knockout in the final round. Seconds down.
We are ready to roll in the third and final round of action. An announcement just made that super promoter Tarek Solak has offered $1,000. If the winner can make it by knockout here in the final round, $1,000 to Mita Aparo or Paul Robinson if they can end it by knockout.
I was hoping it was just a general... general.
You want to hop in there, Hammer?
I was just going to throw a chair. I thought the chair would do the job and I'd take the grand, but nevertheless, Is that a knockout in the ring, outside the ring? I'm happy to knock you out for $1,000.
Comments from the former Australian cruiserweight Muay Thai champion and perennial smart aleck Mark the Hammer Castanini, ringside with myself, Michael Chiavello.
I love you.
The bounty's on there now, folks. $1,000 cash if a knockout occurs. Paul Robinson now switching to orthodox stance.
I'll tell you what, Robinson is, you can sense a victory. He knows that Mita's tired, and he's really going for broke.
Well, he almost rocked him, almost dropped him in the neutral corner in the last round.
Well, it's a great comeback. It is a great comeback from Paul Robinson. And, as I said, he's disadvantaged by the height and reach factor, but Mita now is just tiring. And although he started really looking the goods, he's just stopped almost to a halt now in the third round.
Well, Paul Robinson really progressing here in the K1. We saw a tentative Robinson in his debut against Gurkhan Ozkan. Of course, not an easy feat in that much talented bounty match.
Well, Robinson now has been in twice in these big events.
Well, his second fight, we saw how good his conditioning was when he went the distance with Nathan Briggs up in Queensland.
Actually, Nathan Briggs, pound for pound, or obviously in the heavyweight ranks, I'd have to say one of the most complete heavyweights.
We will be seeing Nathan Briggs as part of that four-way threat to happen in the K1 Queensland on October 13th. Of course, the main event on that night, folks, at the Southport RSL will be Scott Bannon versus Wayne Parr. The Hammond and I will be there ringside calling the shots for Fox Sports. Hope you can join us.
That will be a sellout event, no doubt, and some quality fighting on that night is what we're going to see. Absolute quality.
Just like the quality deals you can get at Car Carnival. Hey, Hammer, up there in Southport, the best car deals in the Sunshine State.
Gary and Max, always good supporters of the sport up there on the Gold Coast. Car Carnival, obviously. Once again, all the sponsors, thank you very much. Crazy John, of course, presenting our entire night here tonight, the K1 Oceania Dream. As Paul Robinson winds up those knees to the breadbasket yet again. Both men really sucking in the air here in the third round of action. Both very tired and depleted. I don't think we're going to see a knockout here, Hammer. I don't think one of them will claim $1,000, although Paul Robinson's working on it. Well, Paul Robinson throwing the overhand there from Tasmania.
Oh, he wore a snappy right hand on the jaw, just rocked his head back. There was the uppercut, just glancing the nose of Paul Robinson. Mita Aparo looks a little tired, that right eye swelling badly now. Paul Robinson just ties him up, works in the short left uppercut. Robinson can sense victory. If he can last it out, he's probably got this one on points, Hammer.
This one's going to go close, Michael, especially with Robinson getting that 8 count in the first round. And I'd have to say the second round, you could have gone either way, could have been a draw. Third round is certainly looking like it's going Robinson's way to date. So it's going to be down.
Oh, the high left round kick, smack bang on the side of the head.
Round kick up to the neck there of Aparo. And Robinson, what a comeback.
Well, the third and final round is over, Hammer. Paul Robinson really impressed me here tonight. And Mita Aparo, after a 3-year absence, not bad from him.
Well, he's only going to get better with each journey into the ring, Mita. And what a great effort from him. Robinson, that was a great effort from him. He did well, especially after taking a really heavy knock in the first round. Shook it all back into place and come back. And what a great comeback it was. This one's going down to the judges. I'd have to say, with the 10-8 round obviously going Mita's way, then probably you could give maybe both of the second and third round to Robinson. It could go either way. It could be a draw. Who knows? Once again, we see Robinson just stalking forward. There's that high round kick just up into the neck, and what an effort to get that up on a fighter that's like 6'2", 6'3". He's rocketed it up and got him around the side of the neck. Pity it didn't have a bit more pressure behind it, because that one would have taken him out, obviously disrupting the flow to the brain, the blood flow. Where that is how you get those knockouts with the neck strikes. Once again, you see the fighters all tangled up there. Robinson steps back, gives himself a bit of room. Mita and a little bit of bother, but shunted into the red corner. And then Robinson just works up on him. He works in tight. It was clever tactics from him. He knew he couldn't stand at range with Mita. And bang, he's just rolled the hands in and just kept all over him. And that made Mita's job very, very difficult indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we go to the judges' scorecard. Perhaps before we do, the big boys going the minutes in centre ring. What about putting your hands together for both fighters here tonight? And the judges award a unanimous points victor. He is the Iron Man, Paul Robinson.
Well, there you have it, folks. Paul the Iron Man Robinson gets a well-deserved victory.
And it was that second and third round that did it for Robinson. He'd come on strong, and well done to him.
The old cliche, winners are grinners, certainly applies here on Paul Robinson. This is what you came back for.
Certainly did.
You needed a victory, didn't you? Gurkhan Ozcan, Nathan Briggs, you've spared no one. You've gone in against the big names, but it's probably fair to say your confidence was down a bit.
Right now, this fighter, I thought he was a tough component, and wish him luck for the future. And all the events here with Tarek Salek as a promoter, thank you very much. And good luck for all the other fighters.
Dana the trainer, it's the kickstart the Iron Man certainly needed.
Yes, he started out, he had a 2-year layoff when he fought Gurkhan. All right, he lost that one. He went and fought the #1 heavyweight, I think the #1 heavyweight in Australia, Nathan Briggs. He took him to the decision. Now he's got his kickstart. He's ready to start rumbling. We're going to be on every one of the Tarek shows, all the K1 shows in Australia. And hopefully we get a chance to go to Japan and show what we got.
Confident group, that's Dana, and that's the Iron Man. Congratulations, boys.